Hi, welcome back. This is series number 5. This is part 2 of our snowman. What I did was I chopped the hat off a little bit, and I just want to show you more on tape because this is the first snowman I've done with you, and it's very important to clean everything up. You're not going to make it perfectly round, okay? And the same thing up here in the corner. Where the bandsaw, it's not always the cleanest cut with a bandsaw, so you want to be very careful slicing it like that, but you want to try to clean up everything to the corner and just take a small sliver off and take all those rough spots out. Just like I said before, if you don't get rid of those rough spots, you're going to end up with a lot of problem with the painting. Now the Santa doesn't have a lot of painting to it, very minimal actually, because the white basswood is actually his color of the Santa. Of the snowman, see? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to clean that up, which I just did, and then we're going to go all the way around and try to round that off. And you're going to be careful here because you're not really going to take a lot off the side. It's going to be slightly rounded, but not a whole lot. Alright, so this is our front again. What we're going to do, we're going to just kind of leave that for now, and we're going to clean up the bottom portion, and we're going to go both ways, this way and the other way, and just clean it up and start rounding it a little bit, okay? Just take little slivers off and, kind of match the two sides together. You can do all 4 corners like that, okay? You can go both ways, and it's going to take a little bit to cut this all out, but you want to clean up everything as you go. And once you get it rounded, let me see here, you're going to do the same thing with the bottom here. It's going to be all cleaned up, and you're going to round it off, but you've got to kind of be careful because you've got to figure out where the face is, which is in the front. And this is really going to be where your arms are going to be, right here. Okay, they're very short, they're not very long. All you're going to do is measure it just like we did with the Santa, with your find a measuring spot here about a fourth, maybe a quarter of an inch in, and just make a line like this and like this. And using your finger as a guide again. Do the back side and the other side. Alright, so really you're not going to cut a whole lot off on those sides, okay? Let's have to go down a little further. I'll show you how to put that in after. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to chop pretty much off the front, okay? Like so. And I'm going to go a little bit reverse here. I'm not going to do the face yet. I'm just trying to get the snowman somewhat shaped up. Okay, see how we're rounding that up? Alright, so you just want to take all those nasty little cuts off from the bandsaw. They can make such a mess if you don't get them off. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing to the back of the Santa. So we're going to turn it over, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take that point off. You're going to round it a little bit, blend it in. When I come back, I'll show you one without a tree. The tree was something new that I put in this year. So we did a little bit there, and we'll do a little bit over here. Chop that little corner off. Okay, so it's taking a little bit of shape. So what we're going to do, we're going to round off both sides of the head, okay, a little bit. So we're going to go in a little bit on each side. And you kind of work with both the top and the bottom, and kind of just, you don't want to take a lot off. This is your side, remember. You're just mostly rounding off the top. But you're trying to make an illusion of a neck here. So you're just trying to shape that neck in there. Okay, and then because this is the side, we're going to take some off here. Okay, like so. Alright, we're just rounding this off a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit here and there. This is where you have to be careful you don't cut off too much. Okay. Like that, we're getting it shaped up. Okay. And then we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Now we did this side, we're going to go to the other side. We're going to take a little bit off there and flip it around. Okay. I'm going to clean that up underneath the neck. I mean on the body a little bit. Alright. Alright, see how we have a nice even look there, and we're going to trim a little bit off the face, off the head. See? We're going to make those two lines meet pretty clean and crisp. That's what we want. Alright, see how nice and clean that is? Okay, that's what you want. And you're going to do that all the way around. Okay? So you're going to make this bottom portion, you're going to trim this all off a little bit. And this is where you can slice it sideways. And just kind of match everything together. See? Take this off. I know I'm jumping all over the place here, but I'm going back to the head, and you're just going to eye it up and try to make it nice and round. Okay? And see how that hat, you don't want that head to be too thin compared to where the hat is on the top, and vice versa. You don't want to make this so thin like this and then the head really big. You have to put it in proportion. Okay? You just have to eye it and see how much you can really take off. I had one with a dopey looking hat like that, and it didn't look right at all. That's when I was learning. So we're going to take off a little bit more in the corner. Okay? Of the head. We're not taking a lot off the bottom portion. We're just shaping. See how I just shaped that a little bit more? A little more rounded with a couple of cuts on the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to go back and we're going to take off those rough spots like so. Okay. And then when I come back, we'll continue on. I think a lot of this we'll do on the tape so you can see exactly how it's done. Alright, I'll be back.